professional.
We do look professional. How are you,
It's
Sherri?
amazing. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good.
I'm good. How was the conference?
Conference was awesome.
Yes.
I'm asking lots of people. I'm glad you asked me. I had a good time. Lots of connecting with coaches, lots of sharing ideas, and I love when you get to connect with people doing amazing things and think about how you can also take that into what you do. So I've taken a lot of that on. Different things people are doing online, and just different strategies they're doing with a few different clients as well. So
Nice.
yeah, had some great conversations in between the sessions.
Speaking of sessions, how was presenting this year?
Well, hey, I love presenting. I love sharing some insights into experiential activities, really good engagement, some good questions. To be honest, I ran out of time because I was just sharing so much, over-dialing responsibility, but heaps of fun. Loved it.
Good.
Played up the Australian accent, of course. Crikey, mate, here I am right now.
That's right.
But yeah, it was good. And how's the summit been for you?
It's been really good. It's my third summit, so feel like starting
Yes.
to get the hang of it now. Really enjoyed the speakers. Had some good breakout sessions,
Yep.
and really enjoyed the keynote from Johnny C. Taylor.
Oh, he was awesome, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was awesome. As an HR professional, I was excited about that. So,
What did you feel about his statement about, HR is really needed right now.
Yeah.
However, maybe HR hasn't got the systems or the processes we need.
It's true.
Yeah.
It really is, and I see it firsthand.
Yeah.
So I think it is a call to action and a call to think differently about HR.
Yeah.
As a profession, and I think that's where coaches can make the most impact. Before it gets to the employee relations stage.
Yes.
I think we as coaches can make a difference on the front end by training our managers better, by educating our employees better so that they can be advocates for themselves. And, we should be facilitating that process, not chasing people as they're running out the building.
And as a HR professional, listening to Johnny's presentation or anything else, are you thinking about what you're going to do differently or integrating into the work that you do?
Actually, I have a great opportunity. I'm a director of recruiting, so I have a huge impact.
Yeah.
So we're going to be rewriting some interview guides this year and revamping our interview and selection process for our managers. And I'm actually upgrading a online applicant tracking system.
Oh, wow.
So we have a lot of big projects this year. So
Yeah.
my goal is to make the application, that candidate experience, much easier.
Yep.
And I'm trying to envision a more innovative way for candidates to apply.
Where's HR going to be in 10 years' time?
It's a good question. I think it'll go more towards consulting.
Yeah.
I really think and again, to Johnny's point, we have to change our old school processes in terms of the administration piece, because some things are legal and compliant. I think we have to change that piece too, because a lot of what HR gets stuck doing, or the managers get stuck doing, is because of regulation and compliance. But I really see it becoming a much more consultative field and having a lot more impact on the bottom line.
Yeah, and I know that's always been a challenge, isn't it, between the role of HR and the role of a manager in the people management space.
Yes.
And I mean, people are the biggest asset, the most important asset of an organisation. Sometimes it still feels to me like it's like the extra bit that's added onto a manager's role as opposed to it is their primary role.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and it goes back to, if you remember, first break all the rules.
Yeah.
And the 4 key pieces of being a manager. I mean, think about the last large investment you made at home. What was the last big ticket item you bought?
I'd say it was my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much research did you do?
You know what? It was gut feel. It was emotional. Bit of research, but really emotional, and conversation with my wife, and it was, and someone talked about that in the summit, about that emotional decision making, and Jim talked about that today, actually, didn't he? Yeah. So, it was more about that.
But when you think about a manager and they're hiring people at, say, $30,000 to $50,000 a seat,
Yes.
and they go in and try to do a 5-10 minute interview,
Yeah.
would you spend $30,000 in 10 minutes or less?
No, I wouldn't. But here's the thing too, I think in the recruitment process, a lot of numbers and what have they done, what are the qualifications, give me some of the data on their assessments and maybe a pre-qualifications assessment or psychometric testing. What about the feel? What about the energy? Where does that play?
I think it's important because as a manager, and this is one of the messages I communicate to my team is your goal is to enhance and build the team you have,
Yeah.
not upset the entire apple cart. So you have to be aware, and I think that's where strengths plays a critical part. Because if you're a manager and you're engaged with your team, you're going to know where your strengths of your team are, what your blind spots are, and what your opportunities are. But if you're not paying attention, you could miss that hire, and that would be a huge mistake.
Yeah. Fantastic. And you're looking forward to next year's summit? I hope you're coming
Absolutely.
back. Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
I actually think it's going to be even better because they're getting better every year. And I look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, Murray.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Have a great day.